Okay, we're live, Penny.
Woohoo!
This, if nothing else says red, white, and blue, this display right here that Penny made for us is red, white, and blue. And we're continuing our red, white, and blue crafting today with Penny. And Penny, we got to plug in our lights.
Yeah,
we don't even have our lights plugged in. Doug usually does that for us. I don't know what he's been doing all day today.
I think he's been slacking.
He's been slacking. Well, Doug had a birthday yesterday, so we'll give him a break.
Okay.
So, hello. I'm going to say hello to Darlene, and Catherine is here, and we got Joan Lane, and Janet's here, so our linker and drinker are here. And I want to give a shout out to Janet. I know we do that occasionally, but you guys, I read the comments. She said there's no sound. Okay, we need a sound check. Evidently, we've started a very quiet morning today. So we'll find out if we have sound. I don't know why we didn't. Everything was plugged in.
Did you turn this on?
We have light.
Oh.
We have lights and we have sound. So welcome, everybody. It's a red, white, and blue morning here at Memory Bound with Penny. So we're glad you're here, and I was just about to give a big shout out to Janet. I was reading the comments yesterday on from our live video, and I don't always get a chance to go back and do that later, but I did. And Janet, thank you so much for keeping everybody informed of what's going on, reminding us when we miss comments, linking things so people can find them easier, and just all the nice little comments. So everybody send a huge heart to Janet right now and let her know how much we appreciate her for what she does for us on our videos. And you are going to appreciate Penny today also because she took a 6x6 Doodlebug Hometown USA paper pad and she's made all of these layouts, and we're going to tell you all about them. But before that, we've got to show you a little bit about some new product, and I know you like to see that too, especially our shoppers and viewers from far away that don't get to come in person. So we're going to show you that, and then we're going to come back and Penny's going to show you, it looks like 9 different techniques. Wow. And she's even typed up a little sign for us, guys, but 9 techniques that she used with the 6x6 pad. And we had a request a couple days ago for 2-page layouts, and this was already in the works, but I think this satisfies. And then I think what we're going to do, Penny, is we're going to have somebody grab some other 6x6 paper pads to show. Or do you want to do it real quick?
I can do it real quick.
Penny's going to grab some other 6x6ers because I just had the idea that if you can do this with the Hometown USA, you can probably do the same thing with lots of other themes and patterns. So hello, Cindy. And Lisa's here. Everybody's sending hearts for Janet. So thank you, guys. She's so appreciated, more than you know. She does so much more than most people realize, and she's doing it all from her own location in Texas. So we have new product to show you, so we're going to do that. And oh yay, Janny says 2-page layouts. We got 2-pagers today, guys, and maybe some single pagers. And Penny went to grab some other things. So while she does that, I want to let you know about this die from Tim Holtz, and this is the Picture Show Vault die. And Sizzix is no longer making it, and we even called a few people and told you, sorry, we can't get it. And then one of our other vendors must have had some tucked away in a warehouse somewhere. So we were able to get a limited amount. It's $20.99, one of his Vault dies that he's released this year. And isn't it crazy that Sizzix has already determined not to replenish it? But we have it replenished here at Memory Bound. So if you would like to get that, it's online. I know that our linker and drinker will get it out there for us, or give us a call, and it's called Picture Show, and it's $20.99. So Penny's back. Penny, everyone's saying good morning, and you got your red shirt on for our red, white, and blue, which is good. I was just telling them about Picture Show that we got a limited amount, and one of them's going home with me, because anything to do with film or cameras I absolutely love. And then let's show a couple new collections. One's from Photoplay, and it's our very first Christmas collection of the season. And it is Sugar Plum from Photoplay, designed by Becky Moore. And on this collection, we have the collection packs. So we might have to just open it and maybe, Penny, could you just open that and we'll just kind of show the papers a little bit. Katie, there's Katie. Katie, I'm looking at Katie and I'm also looking at our burned out light right above Katie. We might have to call maintenance. And we know who maintenance is, right? Doug. All right, so you get 2 of each sheet. Penny's kind of fanning them out so you can get an idea. For those of you that, you love pink. Oh, look at the candy canes. Ooh. So it's our first Christmas collection of the season, and it's only June, Penny. It's the middle of June.
I know it. It's unreal.
So, I love that. I love that pink candy cane paper.
Okay, now we're going to flip it over.
And there's our B-sides, everybody. So that's $15.99. Nice. You're going to get the sticker sheet and your 12 papers, and there's the stickers. Penny's got them for us.
Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy now is going through my head.
Yeah, it was really good. It's got the Nutcracker on it and things like that. So that's our first Christmas collection, and we are ordering quite a few. We just got notice of a new one from Photoplay today. We've got Simple Stories coming, but let's back away from Christmas for a while, and we're going to talk about Fruit Stand. And Fruit Stand is a new collection from Carta Bella, and I'll zoom in on these papers. Letha says she's late. Letha, you haven't missed a thing. We just started showing some product, and Penny's here with some 12 by 12 layouts, which everybody wanted. It's even got little bumblebees. And can you show us the stickers then, Penny?
You bet.
So here's the sticker sheet. Do things that make you happy. Every moment is a beautiful memory. What a beautiful day. Here's one of our puns. Thank you a bunch. So that's called Fruit Stand. And Fruit Stand had a stencil, but I really like the honeycomb style of stencil, and I know those are really popular.
Well, it's a nice size.
It is. It looks like it's about 6 by 6. And Penny, you would know 6 by 6 right now, wouldn't you?
I do. I do know 6 by 6 really well.
Okay, and then, I guess we could show these. We got a lot of them in. All right, well, let's show what we got from AL and Create then. So this is a new stamp set. Guess who requested this, everybody?
Would that be Ginny?
Perhaps. This
Babylon.
is that'll make. Okay, we're back. And if we lost you, we had a poor connection. I don't know why, our Wi-Fi. I think there's been some weird things this week. But we were showing you the AL. We walked to the other end of the table. We were showing you the new stamp from AL and Create. And we have a huge AL and Create section right now. I think we're going to have to open up a category that's just the AL and Create, because it's very unique. And then back in stock from them is fish drops. And if you guys remember, Maggie did some cards with this that I thought they were really funny. She made like little aquariums with it and with some ink.
Super cute.
Which was really fun. So those are back in stock. And then we got some new things from Spellbinders. And I really liked this die set. And it's $18.99, and it's called Fly Away. And I'm going to show you both pieces here so you can see the die has got layers. So you got 2 layers for your airplane, and your kite's got several pieces so you can really make it look dimensional. So you get your kite and your airplane for $18.99. And then Spellbinders, we love their little gems. They're like jewels, but you get how many sizes? Like 4 sizes?
I think so.
And we got in a bunch of new colors.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So you get 4 sizes. We got in, I believe we have all their colors now. And I love it because you get all the different sizes. Sometimes you just want that teeny tiny little gem, and sometimes you need bigger gems. Big gems, little gems. And these are all online under our category under embellishments, and I believe it's called gems. And how much are those, Penny? They're only $3.99. So check those out if you're looking for some little embellishments. And then this is different. So Echo Park came out with recipe cards. And they match some of their collections. I believe this would match their cowboy. Which is actually Carta Bella, but I think it matches their cowboy collection. And wouldn't that be fun to write your recipes on there and share them with people? Or, well, we'll show these and then I'll mention something else. Here's another one. This is Home Again, which is another collection of theirs. And this one is Summer. This one, maybe you'd have some good summer drink recipes to put on there. And which one is that one, Penny?
Hello, Autumn.
Hello, Autumn. These are $6.99, and let's see, how many do you get in here? Does it say?
12.
12. So they're about 50 cents a piece. And there's sunflower.
And last but not least, homemade.
There's homemade. So I had a kind of a wowzer moment with these, Penny. I thought they were really neat. We ordered them to give them a try and see how they do. I had a wowzer moment because a couple days ago we did our family recipe
Yes.
pocket album, and oh my gosh, you could use those cards in here very easily. And this is a kit that you can purchase if you want. It's $20.99 if you would like to make it or make your own and use some of the coordinating. Like if you went and got that cowboy paper, maybe you have people that are kind of Western fans, and then you could use these recipe cards. Oh, the possibilities are endless. And we have a category online that I believe is just recipe cards under paper. Okay, now photoplay. We've got this new stamps to show you. This is the Inside Out congratulations. And their Inside Out stamps have done very well for us. You're killing it. Hip, hip, hooray. You will do amazing things. I will jump for joy when you soar. I'm so darn proud of you. Absolutely thrilled. And Penny, is there a price on those? So we can tell
Yep,
people?
$15.99.
$15.99. You freaking did it. You're amazing. So these are nice for the fronts or the insides. And then here's the Inside Out thank you. And it's got thanks and thank you, and then it's got very much. I appreciate what you did. Even more, I appreciate you. You have a kind and loving heart. The smallest things warm the heart. From the bottom of my heart, for lending a hand. So those are really handy. For lending a hand, and they're handy. I didn't mean to do that, but it happened. Accidentally.
$15.99 again.
And then this is a die with two pieces. You've got the shadow, and then you've got live, laugh, and love. Great card front or scrapbook album. Oh, there we go. That's a nice sample, Penny. And it's all one piece. You know, some of us don't like to have all our letters separately.
Oh, yes.
And then this is laughter inside out. Let's see. Wishing you laughter, laughed often, love much, and live fully. A day without laughter is a day wasted. May your days be filled with laughter. Your laugh is my favorite sound. You give me laugh lines.
If you're too busy to laugh, you're too busy.
Oh, that makes me laugh, Penny. That makes me laugh.
$15.99.
And then there's another thing that goes with that. We'll show you. There it is. So here's this along the lines of laughter, speaking, lines and laugh lines. Here's another layered die set that's got laugh and laughter. And there's a sample.
Oh, that's cute.
That's different the way they did it like that.
I like that.
And that's $15.99. And then here is a stamp set called Laughter. So your dies would cut out the laugh and laughter, or you could just cut out your dies with paper.
Let's see what sample they have.
They've stamped it on the back, or they've used just the stamp there.
Yep.
So laugh till your belly hurts, sending you love and laughter. You make me laugh. Thank you for making me laugh. And then there's an out loud. And these are all online, so you can see them in detail. And then we have the prayers is back in stock. And this is a really nice, keeping you in my prayers. Prayers for healing, sending hugs and prayers for strength from our family. God hears your prayers, love and prayers. So that's just a really
nice one.
That's a nice thinking of you. Kind of opposite of the laughter.
And the die is $9.99.
And that's really nice.
Yep.
All right, then, last but not least, Steve Duncan has a new collection with Cartabella, and it's called Roll With It. And guess what? Rolling, as in rolling pin. So we probably are going to have to open this up, Penny, and show the papers.
All right, you show that.
Here's the 6x6 tablet, and we're going to show you the 12x12 papers. Penny's opening them so we can show you, and then you'll be able to see that's also what's going to be in here, but just scaled down a bit. So the 6x6, thank you, Steve Duncan. He just has this kind of unique way of his designs are like no other. They're kind of retro and vintage. So here are the papers in Roll With It from Cartabella. And right now we have the collection pack. We don't have individuals. But you know, when you see these, you might just want them all. Oh my gosh. This reminds me kind of the 50s,
Yes,
the 40s.
exactly. Ooh, I like the B-sides.
Oh, and I love those oven mitts.
Yep. This is so 50s. I love this.
It's very fun. If you know, speaking of the recipe tag album that we made, I think you could definitely use this and make one too if you wanted to. Rena loves the colors. Kimberly says she loves the collection. Janet just linked it. It's kind of a wood grain there.
Yeah.
Oh, these are fun too. Life is what you bake of it. Don't be afraid to take whisks. Baking love, made edible. Cake is my happy place. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's bake and eat cake. So oh my gosh, here's like a shopping list.
Oh my goodness.
Sharon says it looks like the old Betty Crocker cookbook, and I couldn't agree more.
That's fun. Oh, fun B-side.
There's your cake, everybody. And you guys might not know this about me, but I love to make cakes. And I think they're a lot of fun, and I should get all my cake recipes and put them in a book with this.
Have you noticed there's this stamped image on every page down here in this little section?
Okay, so it's right there.
Every page has it in the same spot. It's very faint on the white.
But it's there. Ooh,
it's there.
Penny, you are sharp.
Oh,
You're so
my
sharp.
gosh. Because, here it is. And it's on both sides.
Just as nice as pie, baked with love, homemade with love. Okay, you guys, yesterday Jennifer brought in her special homemade chocolate chip cookies. And it was really nice because it was Doug's birthday, and they're like his favorite thing in the world. Oh, I like that side too. I like the little flowers.
Yep.
Okay, so let us know what you think of this collection. I think it's pretty nice.
Bread
It's kind of our first time seeing it because, things come in and we were busy yesterday and Diane checks it in and we don't really stop and look at it till right now. And there's your little mark, Penny.
Yep. It's on both sides. And
ooh, this is a nice paper for a lot of things.
I like that.
Oh my gosh, these
Boys and Girls Can Cook cookbook.
I had a kid's cookbook when I was a girl.
Was it this one?
It was not that one. I think it was Betty Crocker or Better Homes and Gardens. But look at all these cut aparts, guys. Oh my gosh.
They're all names of cookbooks.
Aunt Cleo's Midwestern baking recipes.
Oh my gosh. And here's the backside. Home Kitchen Baker Cookbook.
Let's see. Sharon says her grandma used to bake the best sugar cookies in a wood cook stove like the one in the picture. Oh my gosh. Very, very cool. If you guys aren't familiar with Steve Duncan, he used to design for October Afternoon, if you remember that company. And of course, that company is no longer around, and Steve's been designing for Cartabella, which we're very grateful for. Okay, here we go. Here's the sticker sheet. So you get everything Penny just showed you comes in the collection pack. And Donna says, Penny, that her grandma gave her first cookbook, and it was Betty Crocker.
Oh, of course.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
So fun. So that's the collection pack. We showed you the 6x6 pad. It's got solids that coordinate with it, and these are solids from Cartabella that match their color dyed to match. And then, ooh, here we go. Some of my favorites, the frames and tags. I like Barbara's comment. She says, yes, please. All right, so there's the frames and tags, and we have the ephemera, which has got those kind of old tablecloth patterns, Penny, or aprons. There's the ephemera. And then this die set is actually part of the collection, and it makes tabs. So And it's perfect. If you think about it, if you are making some type of a recipe project, you can put your, desserts. I'd probably go desserts, or cakes, cookies, pies.
Yeah, right.
And you can fold those over and mark your dividers. And then there's 2 stamp sets. And are those $14.99? $12.99. So let's look at this one first.
Oh, there's that little flower.
Yeah, I like that. Sweets for my sweet. Life is what you bake it. Cake is my happy place. I seriously think I might do a cake recipe book because I do have quite a few recipes. And look at the stencils. Oh my gosh, we've got oven mitts and rolling pins.
Super cute.
So those are brand new. That's Roll With It from Steve Duncan. So wow, that's
good job,
very
Steve.
fun. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Cartabella. Everybody's loving it. And remember, we do have the recipe cards, which is a brand new product from Echo Park. So we'll see how those go over. Now, before we move on over here to the wonderful red, white, and blue layouts with Penny, we just want to mention that on Monday, Teresa's going to be doing a craft along. And hers is going to be watercoloring. That's kind of her thing, and she's done lots of craft alongs. And if you want to craft along, you're going to want to get this panel, which is $1.29, and it's actually 2 pieces. And she's made a couple cards. She's made a card here and here, but we have a bonus. So she's going to show how to do these watercolor techniques. And then Penny took the panels and she colored them with Copics. So if you want to make patriotic cards, you can do the watercolor. You can do it like Teresa. You can do your own thing, or you can use your Copics, or, if your kids are coloring with crayons. Last night I colored with our grandson Sullivan with crayons, which is very fun.
Then on the back I put the colors.
You got the colors.
Yep.
So we'll take a picture of that and post that on Monday when Teresa does her craft along. So if you want to join in, you can order or stop in and pick up the panel that you need. And this is 2 panels in one. You just have to cut them with your trimmer. And here's the items that you need to craft along with Teresa on Monday. Nice. And don't forget water.
Yeah. You might want some water.
It's kind of fun because Chris just posted that she wished she had pictures from back in the 70s when her grandma helped her with her 4-H projects.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't an album be fun with that? You might not have the pictures, Chris, but you could still write down your memories. And do up a little layout with just a story. I think sometimes we forget about that, Penny, that it's the stories. Pictures are great, and I love them, but sometimes it's the stories.
Yep.
And we have a question about this before we move on.
Okay.
So, Penny, would you mind grabbing a ruler so we can measure these?
Yep.
We're going to give you the measurements here. And Janet mentioned about recreating recipes also.
Ruler wasn't put back.
I think it was put back somewhere else. We had to do some measuring yesterday. So now we're measuring today. So these are the tab dies, and they are called Tab Trio, and Penny's going to measure them for us.
All right, so that one's just shy of 3, so 2
3/4 maybe? I can't really see from here.
Yeah.
So the biggest one is just short of 3 inches.
And the littlest one is 1 3/4.
Okay.
Medium one is 2 1/4.
Okay.
And it's about 1 inch wide. There you
And
go.
then when you fold it, it's going to be about a 1/2 inch tab.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Penny.
Sure.
Jan wants to know if we consider posting staff favorite recipes or have customers submit and others print from the website. Oh, that's fun. We've had 2 or 3 cookbooks, memory bound cookbooks. Is it time for another memory bound cookbook, Penny? So I love the idea of recipes, and I love recipes, and I'll make a note and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, but in the meantime, we're going to come up with some layouts that Penny made with 6x6 tablets. So are we ready to go, Penny?
We're ready to go.
Let's go. She's got her red on, red, white, and blue.
That's right.
Scrapbooking red, white, and blue, everybody. And the more I looked at these, the more I went, and I just saw something else that I didn't see right here. So, Penny, where do you want to start?
I'm going to start at the very beginning.
Do you want to show us what you're using? What you maybe start? I'm sorry to ask you where you want to start and then tell you where to start.
No, it's okay.
But I just want people to know what all this came from.
So I started with the Doodlebug Hometown USA 6x6 paper pad. I'm a 12 by 12 scrapper at heart. And so I did a little research. I looked at a lot of stuff online, and it was like, okay, so how do you use a 6x6 when you 12 by 12 scrapbooking? So that's what you're going to get today. So a 6x6 pad comes with 24 papers. All right. So you get 2 of each of the designs. This is what I have left as far as full sheets. The 2 sheets of tags, and then just the extra sheet of
so you have
the extra
3 sheets
strips.
left.
I have
so
3
21
sheets.
sheets that you use, and I don't even know
And then a few little scraps.
Oh yeah, and here's Penny's leftovers.
That's
And
it.
how
That's
many
all.
layouts are here?
15.
15 layouts, and she's got white cardstock for her background, which
Yep.
really makes the colors pop.
Yes. So the very first thing, there's basically 3 ways you can use the 6x6 pad. Use the sheet as is, cut it. Oh, you've heard me say that before.
Yes. Just cut, right,
in
Penny?
strips, or you can cut in squares. So that's basically the 3 ways. So I took the first way, and I did several pages using a 6x6 piece of paper from the pad as is. Nothing else. I did use a sheet of the navy doodlebug and the red doodlebug.
Oh,
and
cardstock?
Cardstock.
Okay.
So that was my extra
So
little...
the colors that coordinate from the doodlebug cardstock would be navy and red, and I'll just show it right here because you've got it on this layout. There's the red, and there's the navy. So if you're getting this collection or you haven't, you're not sure what
And then there's
cardstocks to go
also
with.
the solid pack. So I would definitely get that.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we were out
yeah.
on that day that I pulled my stuff. All right. So I started with a 1-page layout using 1 6x6. So I usually start with throwing my papers on the 12 by 12 piece, and then thinking about what would my background paper be. So I tend to use 12 by 12 sheets of paper, but using only a 6x6 really took me outside my box. So here's my 1 6x6 sheet.
Which does not look like a 6x6 sheet at all.
And so then I put a 4x6 underneath it, which already extends it. I used just a little bit of blue and red at the top and the bottom. I included more pictures and then the acetate and the washi tape. And so there was a page.
When she's talking about the acetate,
Acetate.
So she used the bits and pieces which have acetate pieces in them and the chit chat.
So there's starbursts and stuff in both of those.
And then the washi tapes are also from Hometown USA.
There's the banner one and the stars, and I used them both.
And there's other things. I mean, there's a ton of product in the Hometown USA.
Oh my gosh. And it was fun because not all the starbursts are the same. Some have hearts taken out of the middle. Some are circles. Some have hearts on the edges. So if you start to look at them, you'll see some differences.
Well, and a lot of times people are wanting product or wanting sparkler and fireworks things.
Yes.
And I think they're kind of hard to find, but they did include them in this collection.
Are you looking for something?
Yeah, I was looking for someone.
Okay. All right. So the second way I did it was I took 2 sheets of paper and I used one in the middle of a 2-page layout and I cut it. So here's a 4-inch and a 2-inch. The other one I did the same thing. Here's the 4-inch and the 2-inch. So there is a 6x6 here and then it's split here so that it continues throughout the page.
That is very tricky. I love how you split it between the pages.
Well, and then in between are photos just on the background paper. So then once you get this middle strip, then you have a lot of white space. I don't mind white space. I like white space. It reminds me of clean and simple. So I pulled out the chit chat and the bits and pieces and I put up a little title up there. I used all different kinds of stars.
Oh, so you die cut your
I
stars.
die cut my stars using the Sizzix, different sizes, using the IO.
So the Impression Obsession or IO stars are just called stars. And they've been really popular. And I'm going to just flip it around because they do cut out, they're layered. And I believe as well, oh, down here maybe you might have used IO.
Yeah, so here's an IO, and then here is a Sizzix stacked that I just cut out the middle with the other size. And then the inside of the one star that cuts out little stars, this star, I used the little ones
Oh my
on the
gosh.
banner.
I didn't even
and
notice
I
those
loved
at first.
it. And then I didn't end up using the big star at all, but I really liked the little one.
Oh my gosh, those are so tiny.
And then for the metal, I did use the metallic paper from Tim. I just used one sheet because I had it in my stock. And so that's what the metal.
Well, the craft stock is metallic classics, and it's nice because you get the silver, the gold, you get rose gold,
Yeah.
you get a black, and they're good to work with because they got a craft core. Okay, Penny, I want to pull this one up because
Okay.
now I'm seeing the stitching on there. And that was probably the IO stamp or IO die.
Well, and I also had a miscellaneous one just in my stash that I used a couple of. So,
Very nice, very clever.
all right. So that's the one, that's the two. And then, of course, then you can use a 3 6x6 page. And that's what these are.
So you have 3 different 6x6s.
So here's one 6x6.
Oh, tricky.
One side is the hearts, the other side is the red. So your A and your B sides. So I kept them together. The blue was down here, and then the other one is over here. So there's
oh my gosh, that
two
is very
across
tricky.
the bottom, and then there's one midway up. Yeah. And that was, I seen a picture, and that took me forever to duplicate it.
But it's cool how you flipped it, how you cut this one in half and
Yeah,
flipped it.
I wanted some more color. So anyway, then I just used a little banner from the Chit Chat, and I had little some sayings because it was just Jeff and I for the evening, and some more washi
Penny,
tape.
I love that you got Jeff wearing Mickey Mouse too.
We
You
have a
guys
few
have
matching shirts.
coordinating shirts.
Yep.
That is so funny. I
Yep.
love it.
Well, and they were red. We wanted to wear something red that
Yeah.
night. So
We do have a question for you.
Yes.
On these teeny tiny stars, they're wondering what adhesive. Did you use the toilet paper adhesive, or did you just use a liquid glue, or what did you use?
I just used liquid glue because I didn't know if I was going to use it or not, and then I ended up, so I just used liquid glue.
So liquid
Nuvo.
glue, maybe some tweezers would be handy for those.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also want to let you know that, let me see. You've inspired Michelle to finish her Washington, D.C. pictures.
Oh, yes.
So we love hearing that.
Awesome.
And this would be great for Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. So then another way, because now we've used 4 different sheets.
So we
3,
used
2, 1.
and then we used 2 on that one. Then we used 3. This is very organized, Penny.
And
I
then
had
we're
to
going to
split
use
this apart.
4.
Let's put this back together.
All right.
So this one is 4.
This one is 4.
Penny's got more pages than she knows what to do with.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I just see the 4 now. I love it.
So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you take it across the page, then you know you've tied your color in for your 2-page layout. Got a little white here. I used the washi tape again. I didn't want to do the same thing on both sides, so I took some scraps and I just created a little tag bottoms or banner bottoms or whatever.
This.
And you know, some paper you can flip to create that different color combination. I put the date with the date stamp.
There's the date
I
stamp.
just put a few little.
People ask all the time how to use the date stamp, and there's a perfect example.
These are not all pictures from the same year. These are pictures from many different years. I'm just showing them how to use the paper.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
so because there's like 2017, 2023.
Well, there's lots of comments.
Yeah.
Diane says she loves it. Penny loves all the beautiful layouts. Or Wendy, I'm sorry. I said Penny because I'm looking at Penny and reading comments and trying to do it all.
Something else that people sometimes forget about is your label maker. I wanted to use my label maker just on a tag. So then I finished off the tag with just an enamel dot, put some stars around it, called it a day. So there's my 4 sheets of paper.
I can't wait to take pictures of all of these for the blog because that's a wow. This one was a real wow for me, Penny.
Good.
The way they work together. The way you didn't cut it in half. You just cut maybe, I don't know, an inch and a half. 2 inches.
I think it's 2 inches. I tend to go 4 and 2. So then the other way, this is a 1-page layout using just strips. And these are 2-inch strips. And so that left me an inch on the end and an inch on the end. This is Mermaid Lagoon. And I had a stencil that I just had at home. I know we got lots of star
so this
stencils.
is stenciled right here.
And so I just stenciled the little corner just to give it a little something extra. And then I used the washi tape underneath the pictures just to kind of show off.
It kind of frames them a little bit,
Yeah.
I think. So, and then you guys, her paper does not go all the way through. She's got the pieces here and then the pieces at the bottom.
Yep.
It looks like it goes all the way through. And you do a nice job of using your photos, kind of attaching them in blocks.
Well,
This
and
is a
that's
great way, like a
that's
block.
not typical of me. So this is I learned a lot. I learned a lot by doing this. So then strips are nice, but then let's take it to the next level. And so I wanted to make a banner.
Penny, on top of these. Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
So same kind of strips, but then we just cut the bottoms. I added lots of stars. And then I thought, I want to do something else, but I don't want too much. So I added my, what I call faux stitching up here using just a simple ruler.
Okay, a ruler, and is that like a
And
pen?
these are the 2 Le Pens. And the nice thing about with this ruler is you can figure out by the lines and all the extra stuff on the ruler where it's going to go. You can butt it up next to your paper. On one I did the edge, on one I did, like on this one.
It's got lines going all different, kind of crisscrossy. So you can line it up on a line.
So I lined up the dots with the picture, the edge of the picture, and then that gave me my edge. And then I don't worry about the length. I just do a length and a dot and a length and a dot all the way down.
And the Le Pens, these are like $2, and they come in lots of fun colors. And the ones that Penny used are very simple. They're called blue and red. So I can't get them unblurry, so I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Or maybe not. So check out the Le Pens. They're a staff favorite in all the colors. I love those banners, Penny.
And then I put a little journaling tag from the bits and pieces because I'm going to go back and write about these fireworks in particular. Didn't finish that part. And then...
Penny, there's a question while you're getting your next
Yes.
one. Tiffany's asking, do you have a special app or program to print your pictures in different sizes?
I do. And I use that Epson Personal Picture Mate 400. And there's an app that comes with it. And you can do, like this one down here. There is...
is that one photo? Oh, that's one
it's
photo.
One photo, and then I cut off the other, because I did a 2x2 and a 2x2. So then this ends up being a 4x4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 pictures. And then, I mean, because these 2 are my own kids. And so I thought, well, it'll be fun just to do it in one picture. And that way I had a 4x4 all the way up. Because then I used 2x2s in the strips down in the middle. So that app comes with the purchase of the printer.
And Janet just posted your printer name. That she just posted it. So, and she's talked about the app, so we've got that on there for people.
Yeah, perfect.
And the Le Pen, we had a question about the Le Pens. They don't come in a set. I don't know if we can get them in a set. I'll check on that. We've always carried them individually, I guess because they're just a couple dollars, but we'll see if they come in a set. I'm really not sure.
Okay, so then that's that. So then we did strips. Strips can be different sizes, different lengths, different widths. So I did mostly 6-inch lengths.
They're kind of glaring. Let's put them up here on the...
Okay.
Let's put them right there. There we go. That's much better, Penny.
Perfect.
I love those strips. I love them.
So, you know, at the end of the day, you've got all these scraps left over. So you throw them down on the paper, you kind of rearrange them, and you go, hey,
it looks kind of cool.
That looks kind of nice. So, you know, throw a big one in there every once in a while, a little one, and then...
And some of the metallic I see you put in here.
Yep. And then I stopped and I thought, how am I going to get this just like this again? Actually, a friend just moved everything up, and then I just started down at the bottom, and I worked my way up, and I put some underneath, tucked behind and on top, and you know, you just kind of move things over both ways. And so then I did my little faux stitching.
I didn't notice it on the
as
inside.
a little frame. Put the date stamp on the bottom. And then I did some more photos of the afternoon, and then more stitching again. And then I wanted to go this way, since I went this way, but still to kind of tie them together.
I love those strips. I think that is such a neat technique. If you've got scraps, you could even do that on a card front.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the fact they're different sizes is what makes it interesting.
Well, and the colors. And, you know, you can always flip your papers.
Donna says she loves the layouts. She loves your layouts. And
yay.
Well, 2 different Donnas are cheering for you here,
Oh, thanks, Donnas. All right, so besides strips of different sizes and lengths, then you can also cut squares. And I've always wanted to do a 1-inch quilt-like thing. So this was my creation. So again, I saw a sketch idea, so I tried to replicate it. Now, this word summer, I really want to point this out because I want you to think outside the box.
You did something creative with that.
I did. Because it's a horizontal, all connected word. So I cut it apart because I wanted the word to go up and down. So I just cut out each letter to where I thought it was kind of uniform. So instead of horizontal,
so then she
I
changed
did
it completely.
vertical. So don't be afraid to cut them apart. Just like you can cut off the tops of the tags, you can cut off.
And this is the chit chat, and I see you use this on a lot of your layouts for your titles, and their words. Oh gosh, Doodlebug's ephemera is amazing.
So these are 1 inch. You know, we all think, and Katie and I have talked about this. Oh, it's just a 1 inch. It's always going to work. No, it's not. So what I suggest is take your bag of scrap 1 inch. I mean, because I cut these specifically 1 inch. Lay them out, and then, I mean, because I just kind of lay them out in order of kind of how I want them. You know, and then these can be flipped, and you can kind of come up with your pattern. But then I really suggest putting it on strips of paper that are 1 inch.
So instead of laying out, I don't know how many you have on here, 60, 75 or whatever.
Yeah.
1 inch just on their own. Penny puts them on paper, and then you just shift them around, right?
Yeah.
So you can just shift them where you want them. So each of these is a 1 inch strip. They're on a 1 inch strip of paper.
Yep.
That's a great tip.
And that way, because the paper, you know, the paper can go next to each other. And when I say paper, I mean the white cardstock. because you can fudge the other one. And that way, your strips will be a little bit more straight if you are a little bit more OCD. Now,
Right.
mine still aren't exactly straight.
They look pretty good.
But, you know, that's a tip, and if that would help you, that's wonderful. So,
Well, Janet says it's genius. She thinks it
Well-
would be very helpful.
hopefully it'll help somebody else. So those are all of those pages using a 6x6 pad.
So we did the one sheet. Here, we've got your list here. We did the one sheet layout with the one page. We did 2 sheets. We did the 3 sheet and the 4 sheet, and then we cut out strips. And then we did our banners, and we did the squares.
And we did the scrap strips.
Yep.
But I also
have a bonus?
really wanted to do a 2x2 template. And I had all of these pictures that I really wanted to show in my layout. And so I just took a regular piece of paper. I grabbed my 2x2 and my 2x2 that had the 4 on it. And I figured out how to use all 2x2s except for this little corner. And then I made
So
that
this
a 4.
isn't the template from
Yeah.
Simple Stories?
It is.
It is. Can you ring the bell and we'll grab one and show people?
So I kind of used 2 templates all at the same time.
Can you grab the 2x2 template from? Thanks, Chris. So yeah, so you did the 2x2, but you kept this space a little bigger.
Yep.
And put in a kind of your feature
Yep.
photo. And then she's got those stars, you guys. It's just, I think 4th of July layouts are happy layouts because the red and the blue. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks.
So this is design 7 that Penny used. And we've shown how to use these before. It's on our blog. Teresa has used them and shown us. And they're only $4.99. So they're pretty handy. So you can see that she took this section and made it one big
Yep.
4x4, or maybe a little bigger than 4x4. I don't know, but nice. Did you like using the template?
I did. And, you know, again, that was something new for me. So that was good.
Wow. Okay, Penny, this is all just amazing. Are you going to show us about acetate?
Yes. So
Here's her scraps, everybody, what she has left.
everybody wants to know, how do you adhere
Very true.
acetate on cardstock? Well, it kind of depends on your cardstock color and your piece of acetate. So I wondered, since this acetate is shiny, whether glossy accents would do it. And then I thought, well, you know, we have vellum tape that they say is supposed to work really well. Or, because here's glossy. And then my favorite is Nouveau glue. And then I also have one of these sticky folios. So I tried each way. And the sticky folio is a no, because you can see the dots.
Yep.
The vellum tape is a no, because I can see the tape.
Okay.
The glossy accents would be a maybe, but then I tend to be messy and go outside the lines, and then it's glossy.
So if you keep it inside, you're okay?
Yeah, but I use Nouveau glue.
And that worked the best. Let me get up close here so everybody can see this. I'm trying to, okay, I see you're out of the lines a little bit on the glossy.
Yep.
So definitely the sticky folio is out. But yeah, the Nouveau glue is the
And
best.
then that's what it looks like on a darker color. But
Wow,
now,
the vellum tape really shows on that one.
since I've done that, Chris saw that Katie Bertite uses the Tombow stick glue
Oh, like a glue stick?
on like the acetate leaves that she has in
Really?
49 Market.
Oh, we might have to
So,
try that.
Anyway, so there's something else for you
So
to
if you
try.
have the Nouveau glue, you're probably pretty good whether it's dark or light. And then you just don't use a lot of it.
I tended to follow the design of the,
Right, where it's
the
printed.
lines. And I just put the glue on the back of that.
So Penny, is that what you used on your layouts, like over
I did.
here?
I used the Nouveau glue.
Because you don't really see the adhesive at all on here.
No. I was happy with the results.
That's good to know. Everybody asks, and I'm
Yep.
never really sure. Because, like Penny pointed out, it depends on the color of your cardstock.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I thought I would give you the answer.
So we've had a lot of tips today.
Well, again, like I said, I usually start with putting a piece of paper down and then putting my pictures on it. But now I'm just putting my pictures on white and thinking, how can I make my paper go farther? I mean, it's great.
Well, yeah, if you're using the white cardstock for your base, and then your decorative paper goes a lot further. And I love how you use the washi tape in different places, and you use the ephemera and the chip chat. Lots and lots of tips.
So
and
we
then,
went to Texas. I think I'm going to get this and do my Texas pictures from earlier this year.
That'd be awesome. So think about Penny's layouts with other 6x6 paper pads.
Maybe you've got some men that are going fishing, or maybe you're going on a fishing trip, or you're going to the camping. And then I just saw these two, the Wizard of Oz and the different fun at the park, you know, because that's my next one will be Disney.
Well, and we got Disney Celebration coming up in
I
July.
know.
Penny, these were great ideas. The hearts are just going like crazy. Leanne says she loves the idea of starting with white. Donna thought you had great ideas, and thank you so much. I think this was an excellent. We had a request, I think it was 2 days ago, for 12 by 12 2-page layouts, and little did everyone know, but we had it planned with Penny. So thank you, Penny. Thank you for everyone for joining us with our red, white, and blue demo today. Tomorrow, Chris is going to be here. I actually know what's going on tomorrow, Penny. You can't say that very often, but Chris is going to be here tomorrow, and she's got red, white, and blue cards. If you want to send some patriotic cards, join us tomorrow, and we'll give you lots of good ideas for that. And we hope you have a crafty day, and we will see you soon.